One of the nice things about doing this kind of work is that we all have an opportunity to clear and release and heal. And so just allow yourself to feel the crystalline grounding cord coming up from the center of the earth, going all the way through you. It's wider than you. We have a visitor, a furry visitor who's going to enjoy the experience. And then bringing this crystalline grounding cord up through the room you're in and all the way up into the sun. This allows you to be grounded to the earth and the cosmos. And then put out your hands and let's run the white Christed light. And feel the white Christed light flowing through me into you. And of course, it's through me and not from me. But just feel it going into you, going into each cell of your body, each molecule and atom. And wherever there is resistance, wherever there is distortion, just let this white Christed light move through you, this wave of white Christed light, move through you and release all that is out of balance, all that is distorted, all that no longer serves you or never served you, all that was imposed upon you. Because, dear ones, there's a great deal that has always been imposed on you. Your family, your parents, and your school and your religious teaching, all of them impose their system on you. Sometimes those systems are positive and will allow you to grow and experience and feel wonderful, and others are designed to make you feel terrible, to squash you down, to shrink you. And all of those need to be released so that you can open up, that you can feel your inner glow, you can feel your inner wisdom, you can have a real channel from your higher self all the way down, from actually source to your higher self, to you, into your heart, so that you can radiate love and healing and wisdom in every part of your being. And this is what the purpose of a lot of this is so that you can have all of those experiences. That is why I am here. I'm not here to lead you to that place, but to help you clear so that you can go to those places you need to be and feel that. There are other beings who work with helping you take the next step into the light, into ascension, into evolving. I simply allow you the opportunity to work with me so we can clear all of the crap in the way, clear out all the dross, all the stones and the rocks and the boulders, so that there's your shining path and you can go down it. And so, since we're talking in that general direction, let's close our hands so we can let the white Christed light stop. And I want to talk today about the end of the year, the turn of the year. A turn of a year is always very potent because it allows you to release, to clear, and to embrace. And so that is really one of the things that is really important. That's why I've been talking about clearing things out. Because the turn of the year is going to happen at the end of this week, on Friday. That will be the turn of the year. I know a lot of you think it's New Year's, but it really isn't. It's solstice. Solstice is the real true turn of the year. And then what you have is the whole Yuletide season, which is really a way of just holding, your breath as the turn of the year happens. But when you do have the turn of the year, you're letting go and then you're taking in. In the summer solstice, we don't have this much baggage on it. It happens and then it goes, when you move on, you go to the letting go part. But because we have so many seasonal celebrations, there's Yule, there's Christmas, there's Kwanzaa, there's New Year's, there's Epiphany, we can go on and on, all of these things. Those are all energies that have really congregated down here at the end of the year. And so nothing really can get done until all of those energies are cleared, and that happens after the first week of January. So what does this mean? In one way, it really means don't do anything, don't really start anything until the first week of January is over, so that all of the holiday stuff can be cleared from your body. And whether or not you're a Christmas believer or celebrant, or you just had Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or Yule or all of that stuff, just it's there. It's in the energy field. And you need to just let that go through you and go past. But one of the things that you need to remember is this is a really good time to do a couple of things. One thing I would like to remind you of, I talked about the New Year's egg. That is actually a reading that, a channeling that was done by me a couple of years ago. It's on the Arian's website, so look at it and listen to it and bring your energy back in preparation for the new year. The other thing is, I'm going to do a very simple clean out, my simple clean outs. And what we're going to do right now is in preparation for opening, for bringing new energy into you. So one of the things that's really important is, as you're sitting here, to imagine that you are covered by a lot of blankets, by a lot of grids, by a lot of energy fields, and they're all different. Your aura has several layers to it. So each layer vibrates to a different vibration, and it holds certain level or certain energies. And your grids are in each of those layers, and they all vibrate to that, and they contribute. Grids are like graph paper. They're all around you, and they vibrate to whatever energies are in there. So if you're dealing with a first chakra and first layer survival type of stuff, it will have a lot of that in the layer, in the grids that will be run through that. So grids around poverty, around not havingness, around worthlessness, a lot of them end up there. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do some clean out of extraneous realities. And so that means that grids or patterns that you have in your energy field, wherever they are, let's imagine there are 7 layers of your aura, and each of those 7 layers has all kinds of grids in there. Some of them serve you. The closer they are to the body, the more dense they are, and also the more intense, because they are more holding your body in, holding your energy. So if you clear a lot of those, you will feel more expanded. So what we need to do is just, they have, I think it's in dental offices, or maybe not, but there's a kind of a vibrating knife. And this you turn this knife on and it vibrates, and it removes things. I don't know where it's used. It might be in science fiction, but I think it's in reality. I think we've already seen it that way. And I'd like you to imagine slicing through, it's going to be gold, but it's vibrating, and it's slicing through all of the layers of your aura. So this thing can be this long or this long. So let's just imagine it's really long. And it's slicing through all of the layers of your aura, all the way down. You can bring it all the way down and slice all the way down below your feet. And now, just imagine that you're not peeling away your aura, but you're peeling away everything in your aura. You can use a gold comb to do this. You can use your fingers. It really doesn't matter. But you're starting at one end, and you're going around, and you're peeling everything off and sending it into the earth to be recycled. Now you notice Arian's body had a real reaction to that. That's because there was a lot of stuff in there. Now it might be good stuff, it might be bad stuff. Who knows? But what's important is it's all getting cleaned out. You know, you can always create new grids that are positive. But if we get rid of everything that's in there, you then have the option of creating something new and positive and high level once you have basically a clean slate. And that's what we're doing. So if you want to comb back this way and clean everything out, that's perfectly okay. You have this aura with this whole gap in it. And we're going to seal it back up in a moment, because auras are energy, and energy can just seal up. But it's really important to let it breathe, let you breathe. So obviously you do not want to do this exercise while a million of people are around. It's an exercise or meditation to do while you're alone. And this is really important here, because what you are doing is pulling the crap out of you. And a lot of this crap is very, very old. A lot of these patterns, a lot of these grids, a lot of this stuff that's been hanging around your aura has been here for a long time. And you often don't see it. So if you also want to spend a little time just focusing on the first layer, which is right close to your body, which holds a lot of poverty consciousness, worthlessness consciousness, all of these things, survival consciousness, just move them out. Because the other thing that happens is when your chakra is connected to this layer and there's always this poverty consciousness, the more you work with your chakra and you're still trying to clean it out, your aura still feeds to that grid does. So cleaning all of that out means your chakra doesn't get hooked with this stuff. So now I'd like you to run the white crested light again. And this time run it through your whole aura. And feel your aura realigning itself. That is really important, to realign, reconnect, regain the quality of balance and healing, so that it is feeling more alive than it's felt in a long time. Maybe more alive than it's ever felt in this whole existence that you have in this lifetime. Remember, dear ones, your purpose in this life is to clear out, which is one of the reasons I and my work is so important. Because all of you can say, well, I'm going to reach for the high level, I'm going to ascend. But to dear ones, to ascend, you have to clear out your crap. You can't ascend with your balloon. If you imagine yourself in this big, huge helium-filled balloon, the only way the balloon ascends is you throw out the sandbags. These things are the sandbags. The more you throw out, the higher you go. And that's absolutely essential to do this work. And that's why doing these very simple exercises makes such a difference. So just now, fill yourself with that white crested light. Feel your aura knitting itself into a new, higher vibration. Feel it weave through your chakras and providing a new, higher vibration. Feel yourself expanding. Feel yourself changing, allowing yourself to change. So that when you let go of all of this stuff, which we are doing before the solstice, you can then bring in and invite in what is high level. You can feel yourself expanding at a higher level. everything can be done once that turn of the year comes. I mean, you can start doing it now, but it's always easier when the year is expanding as well, and so can you. And finally, I can say to all of you, you don't have to expect that you're going to see something happening immediately. Nothing ever happens immediately, or if it because if it does, you get sick. Your body, your physical body needs to adjust. So think of it this way: if things happen instantly, there's going to be a reaction. Your body's going to have some kind of reaction because it's out of alignment with the rest of you, and it needs to release all the physical stuff so that it can be in harmony with you again. And yes, I know that the white Christed light is running. I think that's very important, because as I'm saying this, we are clearing and clearing and reminding ourselves that it's okay to move forward. It's okay to let go of the old that does not serve you. Nothing from the old serves you unless it is in the present. If it is not in present time, it does not serve you. If you live in the future or the past, you are not in the present, and that does not serve you. So just allow yourself to feel your heart opening, your mind opening, all of your chakras opening like those flowers that they are often depicted as in the Sanskrit writings. Feel yourself, feel your hand chakras opening and your feet chakras. Allow in what is absolutely right and high level for you and your evolvement over this next year. And let us then spread that to everyone we know and to the whole planet as well. And now, dear ones, you can close your hands. And thank you for letting me be here this year. And I will see you next year.